defense gotta get fixed, bro. Like, this defense got to get fixed, bro. And I don't know how the fuck to fix this shit. This shit gotta get fixed.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Good work so far. He's got room. That's a fair take it for 39. Nice effort there.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete Derrick Henry. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Getting an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Got that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
He's a pussy.
Lamar off the play fake. The left side caught by Andrews. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And a Raven first down.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Play fake, Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. And even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
From the red zone now. It's his running back. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
That's what I thought.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Gives to Henry on the inside handoff. The defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Now Jackson off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He's brought down a little short. No, so they do get him the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. A couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Play action. Here's Jackson. Headed out right. They will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get the game's first points here in the second. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you've got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
An extra point is up and through by Luke. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. And the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Play action now for Prescott. Absolutely fires this one right side. It's a huge pickup on the play. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Looking inside the red zone. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. They're being real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
And he can't get up with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out.
Ravens 7, Cowboys 6.
Things trimmed back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Rasheen Ali on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he set out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
They go play fake with Jackson. Andrews with the catch. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Second and 3 now. Lamar now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
Lamar throwing again. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, apparently a little too long to run the field goal unit out. The offense staying put to go for it. 4th down, here's Jackson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. All set now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Toss now to Henry. Trucks the defender. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
These running backs love getting the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
First down throw for Jackson. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. A draw now. This is Henry. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall out short. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. 4th down, pass coming. And that is Cox. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens grow their lead to 8.
You need to be bitch. Bitch that whole defense. See how I'm about to light this wood. I'm watching me smoke this cookie and watch that man on this shit too.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
They real life. I really don't.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
Detroit, bitch.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
You say come up here? That's crazy. I thought he was already here.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Dak off the play fake. Into the hands of Pickett. And he's out of bounds, but great play there, Brock. He's got him in the field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be good for a down. It's first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
First down, here's Dak. First place to go. Ravens take him down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
A loss of 7. Brings up second and 17.
Dak now from the gun.
42-yard line.
Some on the quick hitter. He'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. A trusty tight end.
That's Lamb running slant. He hits that end 25-yard line before he is set out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. All right, with 6 seconds left, we've got a timeout.
I'm about to blitz you again. I am. Shut your ass up, pussy boy. Get out of bounds. You should have kicked that field goal. You living?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10. Prescott now off the play fake. He rolls to his right. He will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
Stupid man. I ain't recording, man. This live.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away.
You had all that time. Luke could have kicked the field goal and then up. You stupid. You stupid, though. Shut your dumb ass up.
Chooses to bring this one out. Things didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
That's what's happening. Yes, you is. You're running from me. You're running from me, fam.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10.
I don't know what you're going to keep doing the same play for and think I'm like you.
Prescott here from the gun.
Bro, you're stupid. I mean, you're going to do this play.
It's Pickens on the slant. It's an excellent work to drive them all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Stop it. You never scored.
18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
It sure seemed like they knew exactly where he was going. With that right off the snap.
I stopped it.
First down now, ball at the 33.
You need a timeout, but you need a timeout, stupid man. Shut your dumb ass up, stupid man.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Ravens get him, down he goes. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit and hit a second down.
I'm just letting you know.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is second down and 18.
Stupid, man. Stupid.
Don't try and force it into the slant. It's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. Second and long. They didn't have to pass run, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem with this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
You've set it downs for them from the 31.
Well, you got to learn to switch up your plays. So don't play, pussy boy. All right, don't play, pussy boy.
On first down, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent decent gain before being brought down.
Okay, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your pass. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. When you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. He's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up first and goal. Looking quickly here.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
From the red zone on first. He scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens push their lead further to start the
Show you what my
half.
man really mean. Go look it up. It's great.
I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
How many times you gonna call this play? What's this play you doing right here? What's this play you doing? Exactly. Is that cheesing? Exactly. So watch this. So watch this. So watch this.
To the line
so
come the
this.
Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10.
I'm not calling the same defense. I'm in the same formation, by the way.
Hey, kill!
Cheeseburger.
Kill! They were going to 53.
Shut up. Shut up. Oh, that's it.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
Ball and
Jalen
defender
Tolbert.
arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second
Leads
down.
to second and 10 at the
Yikes, as that pass
35-yard
falls
line.
to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he's going to go out with a pick of the 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It's a gain of 4.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Prescott now on third down. Connecting on a slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain.
Goes in a hurry up here.
That's good for the Cowboys.
First and 10, Prescott. Escapes the pocket. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a good play down to the 19. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
We're going to 54. Why here? Kill! Yeah! There we go!
From the gun is Prescott. Brought in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the third. George Pickens the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust, and they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. That one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
And now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
Flying down the middle of Henry. This driver's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some depth to that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Pass pulled in by Henry. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check down outlet on short throws.
We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw it. Buying some time right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the 4th quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Got his man. Hopkins has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense set up for 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set the target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground here. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Back to Henry. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Turpin with a return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Made the throw as he was getting hit from, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
That's some shit that you be on.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dad. Brought in by Jay Ferguson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Offense to the line fast.
And the Cowboys 1st down.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds him on the slant. And they're going to hold down just shy of the 40. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Prescott on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Lamb, right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
I'll beat you by 7 points.
We're going to 53.
Throwing again, Prescott. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Now it's Prescott again. This is caught by Rule. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now within one score in the fourth. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and preparation, doing that work on the practice field, knowing before the game. And when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. And no dice on this kick. The Ravens recover. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. They drop him after just a yard. Second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
At the 48-yard line.
Real quick, need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yo, Marty!
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. On the move, headed right. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
That's good. Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They run it with King Henry. Saw Wayne hit it quick. Call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
He was taken down.
New clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
This is Henry on 2nd. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and really nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
And you play like this, or he a top 100. We about to go look him up. G Bitter, so he's upset, y'all. He's upset. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Oh, I'm about to upload you, boy.
Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Sit hot!
I feel bad for you.
Marty! There's hot!
They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that is the jet touch. And this game is sealed. This win, touchdown.
Touchdown.
So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights.
35.
And the Ravens lead by 15 now.
Not you. Believe in me, not you. Trust me.
Tyler Luke.
All set
to
up.
kick off
Here's
for
Luke to kick it
Baltimore.
away.
I'll see you later. I'm gonna take that.
Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody sent. They've got 1st and 10.
Yeah, Billy!
First down, here's Dak. Completed to his running back. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score.
him on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, he can do his damage. Big time.
So they got their offense back out there. They're going for two. This would get it back within a score.
Cowboys will line up for the
Scott's going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught for two. So some fight left in them. Love it. It is back to a one-score game.
35. Cowboys 28.
Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens, and they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
He is to throw. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now.
You know those elite zone defenses in basketball, kid. It just feels like they're everywhere, clogging up every passing lane. This quarterback, well, he felt the same thing when he dropped back. Nowhere to go but for a sack.
Back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Still throwing, and this is intercepted. Savon Rebels with the pick.
Kate knows a quarterback, every single interception stings. But those you throw in crunch time. In the final couple minutes when your team relying on you, that's one this quarterback is not going to forget.
It's intercepted. That will do it. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens make one final massive play, and that finishes the win. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it's going to be remembered quite a bit for the defensive effort right there at the end to steal away the last bits of hope from the opposing sideline with that interception, Brock, and officially end this game. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Dallas.
If he would have told me he was top 100 in the beginning, I would have went crazy. I wouldn't even took it like that. And then he do that. I don't know why they line up people all over the place. That's weird. You got a man that you're responsible for. Put y'all in line up with the scheme. Why would you still line it up like you in a base and we are in man? Ain't no way this nigga no he ain't no top 100, bro, because they did unrank me. Oh, they started my record over, bro. Hold on. The fuck? Bro, shut the fuck up. Bitch, you about to die. Go die. Why I let this whole ass nigga lie to me? They did unrank me. I forgot about that shit. How the fuck man, this nigga lied his ass off. I probably can't even fucking. Fuck. They fucked me, bro. Something ain't right, bro. Unless they start this shit over. I don't know. I ain't making shit. They did start me over. I fucking did lose. Yeah, I fucking quit the fuck out. And it's so weird how this shit play. When you get ranked, it's just like that shit play different. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm still giving up shit with my defense, so I can't call it when it comes to this shit. I try not to spam the man shit, but that's like damn near the only fucking thing. But they not lining the fuck up. Like, I don't even know why they not lining up. So I'm gonna try this other shit. I'm tired of these fucking earphones, bro. They about to keep beeping, I see.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
That kind of kickoff return is something we call a momentum play. So if you're the offensive coordinator and you have a script of plays that you plan to run, you may change it up now because you may decide to go for some bigger strikes and try and keep the momentum going.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or summon the defense in before throwing over the top.
Running again with Barkley on second down. He only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Hurts. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 22.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Second and 10. Throwing his Hurts. Come across the field, he finds Dotson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He dumps this off to Dillon underneath. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive. Not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this way around.
Sometimes, Peyton, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A first down carry for Barker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That was Travis Jones working his way through and sticking him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Back to throw here. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 46, here's second down and 5. To throw again is Jackson. Throw aside complete. That's Henry. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's one way. And a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
Now Lamar changing the look. Now a first carry for the recovery. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
They'll get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of his. And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. There's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
They go play action with Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Motion into the backfield. They'll fake the end around and look to throw it. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
His kick is
Going after right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0.
Eagles nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as we get this to about the 23.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively or offensively they're going to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation that they decide to take a shot.
No gain on the play.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one complete out to Dotson. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First down carry for Henry. An excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Gain of 6.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Baltimore, first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Eagles nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've got an answer to everything this offense has thrown at them.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
That's good for Baltimore.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Luke now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. We're playing 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and now fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jackson going to keep it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Barkley inside handoff. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Throwing on 2nd down. Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
Hurts. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll look to throw. Target is to Johnson, and he's got him. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with football at their own 20-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Jackson going to keep it. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play action. Now Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That went into the hands of Flowers. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football.
If I lost this game, EA, if I lost this game because he did some cheating shit, we're gonna have a problem. Okay. Man, I was about to go crazy. Because they do that bullshit all the time. So I'm good for like 30 points. That defense came in handy, but I don't understand how. But it did. Talking about he top 100. Line this up. I don't know why Madden even on here changing up shit. We got other shit going on. Keep it the original way, bro. I really know I ain't fucking blind though. Like I know for a fact. I thought I seen the shit first day. Then second day. I know I ain't tripping. Maybe I'm tripping, bro.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
We got this.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
That's all they know.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson's going to try the sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Now it's Jackson. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
That's another.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Jackson now. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Ravens field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 60 yards. And the Steelers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Ravens 0. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and 1.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete. Left side to Bateman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Jackson to Bateman there. First down, Ravens.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
No, we changed it.
Jackson will throw again. He'll find Bateman once more. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
anytime I hit X, somebody is just needing to fucking just.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. And Jackson throwing once more. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Well, a very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Rushing down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. Got a man here, it's Wilson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Zoom. 258. Take 30. Yeah, Liz.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Henry. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
19, Charger, 19.
Off play action. Henry. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. But he had this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Jackson. A final shot before break. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now Rodgers. Boston is there and brings in another one. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll find Metcalf. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
That's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Box it. 319. Get 300. Get 300.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
That's a real head-scratcher right here. He thought he was about to take that, like, just snatch it. Running like it. This is back pocket.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Shut up! 180! Hey, middle! Cut!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 45 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. On his loop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Steelers 7. Tyler Luke.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not what he was hoping for when he brought it out. They're going to get him down short of the 15-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And it's going to be incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. To the right side and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9. Draw play. This is Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Again, it's Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
2 things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
The Steelers first down.
And they'll try to save the timeouts to use on defense if need be as he runs up and spikes it.
Second and 10.
Now it's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Rodgers again now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping to somehow and get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. And unable to break away.
He should have took his 3. He about to quit. Good looking. Nigga should have took his 3. Stopped me. He got the ball back. But he like, nah, I gotta score. He's okay. I'm waiting for a fucking loss. You better get me that win. Damn. I'm frying them now, but shit, it's like they got me on a roll. That's 3 I'm counting. How much time it is? I think I should just go one more. I'll call it a wrap, because I think when I think it's one more, I fuck around and fuck up. Should just really call it a wrap. Got like 3. Because I'm really getting tired.
task is motherfucking stuff. Or get up and do that shit. Either way it go, it's gotta get done. It's probably when I get the fuck up. So I ain't in the mood. Hair, bro. Damn. Wicked as hell. I really can't get over these niggas cheeseburger, bro. But it's like, what can you do? What can you say? As long as my motherfucking defense keeps fucking defensing, we should be alright. Like, some shit be open, but some shit, it's alright. Motherfucking cheek killing me. It just feel like it's one more snapper in that bitch. Damn, I don't feel like going to this dispensary, bro. It's too early. I should just go to sleep. It's too early to go to sleep.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Up next, it's our main event between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Complete, Derrick Henry. And this is brought to a stop at the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Play action now with Jackson. This one's to Andrews outright. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Play made by E.J. Speed.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Finds his man. It's Rashawn Bateman. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Lamar throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Options are open here. It's second and inches. Out of the gun, Henry. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He works this to the 38 before going back.
Positive with that effort, you didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
At the 38-yard line.
This is second and 6 coming up. Now Jackson off the play action. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So that brings them to third down. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
Jackson now on third. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Jackson's going to go on fourth. Forced out to his right. He's going to run for it. And the early aggressiveness is pressure. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from a short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
All right, go. Just to get me going. Just letting you know.
Mikey Texas.
Out of the air to start us off. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40 with 2nd and 10. Now they send them back in motion right. Travis will get on 2nd. Here's a screen now for Chubb. Past midfield to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he finally goes out of bounds, but what a play to end our first quarter. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this.
Like, you so mad that I'm talking. I'm so tired of y'all. Don't you mind your motherfucking business? I'm talking to my motherfucking self, bitch ass. They said shit about
Welcome
no
back.
check.
Time for our second quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
How is that? Hey! What?
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
11.
Shotgun now, first round. Rose caught. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get the game's first points here in the second. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
Ravens nothing. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away.
No, I'm not. I'm going to keep talking.
Hill now to return it. Stopped on the run back at the 27.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Doing the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
First down, Ravens.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Christian Harris picks it off. And he's going to score. Pick 6, touchdown, Houston. Heads up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world did the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yeah.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you can fit that ball in. As the linebacker said, not on the
It's not even landing.
All right, that gets him back on track after the initial miss block. Now up 14-zip following the two-point conversion.
Even if you're just 50-50 on two-point tries, they're still in a really good place. A couple touchdowns. Clearly the better team here to start it out. Time to step on that pedal a little bit more.
Rasheen Ali on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. Ravens to the line now. First and 10.
You play. Listen, you got zones. That's computer. That's computer play right there.
Jackson trying to get after the pick. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up second and 4.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for Baltimore.
First down throw for Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
So the guy, you up 14-0, and you're going to lose the game.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. We've set it down from 37.
And the Raven first down.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, this is getting up the early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
You could feel them, Kate. You could feel the convoy. They were going. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, not another touchdown. You know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
Nixon on the counter. He will be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up. Working quickly here.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
It's Mixon on second down. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
It's a gain
Pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
18, 11.
You put a receiver in motion right. Stroud throwing here on first. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Running it all right there. And we've got to regroup for second down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
18,
To the air, Stroud. Collins got it left side. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 2-yard pickup makes it third and 8.
Why Tony?
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Throw came out wide. The defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and he could not find a completion. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the track. And the kicker gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Ali to return it. This makes it up to the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Flush down out to his left. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to pull this one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Listen.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. No, they get him yet again. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the turnover block is, in turn, turned over after pass interference on that play.
How the fuck did they do these running this fucking fast? He's running on top of me.
First down now, ball at the 33.
You know how many niggas I had at 98? And niggas is fucking keeping everything. And niggas talking about, it's just a game. It's always something.
Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. And he's going to get his up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you, this game drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Derek.
I'm through with this shit, bro. This nigga sat here and threw the paw to these niggas. Man, something told me not.